Aarav stood at the edge of the hill, his boots caked in dry gray dust. Below, the town of Oakhaven lay dormant, its rusted rooftops reflecting the pale moonlight. He gripped a tattered notebook, its pages filled with complex equations. Looking at his calloused hands, he felt the weight of his father's scrap metal business. He whispered to the wind, "This is not my ending." The next morning, the reality of the classroom hit hard. A teacher tossed a graded paper onto his desk, a failing mark circled in thick, bleeding red ink. His classmates' snickers echoed like sharp glass. Aarav didn't look up. He didn't let them see his eyes. He simply pulled out a fresh sheet of paper and began solving the problems again, his pen scratching against the wood. That evening, the rejection letter from the regional academy crinkled in his grip. His head was buried in his hands until an old man, leaning on a gnarled wooden cane, sat beside him. "Look at that tree," the man said, pointing to a twisted oak clinging to a jagged rock face. "It has no soil, yet it splits the stone to reach the light. Your decisions are the roots, Aarav, not the rock." That night, he lit a single kerosene lamp and studied until the oil ran dry. Months turned into years of grueling labor at the local mill. He worked dawn to dusk, then spent his nights teaching himself engineering. He applied for a scholarship and was rejected. He applied again and was rejected again. He refused to break. Finally, a letter arrived with a gold seal that changed everything. He stood at the train station, his worn suitcase held tight. He looked back at the dusty town one last time, then stepped onto the train as the whistle blew. He was no longer the boy who watched from the hill. He was the man who had finally climbed it.